What's going on, you guys? Like I said, this is your boy Tommy. Like I said, the reason why I haven't been making a lot of videos is because nobody haven't not been watching them. And I put it like this, it's my fault because I don't have the equipment. And thing is, whatever, I'm not consistent on pretty much keep making all these videos. But you know what I'm saying, this is my channel. You know what I'm saying? Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Now, you know what I'm saying, if you want to hear boxing content. Now, I call this video Tyson Fury's Plan. Alright? This Tyson Fury's Plan. A lot of you guys that are boxing fans have pretty much heard that Eddie Hearn got something going on with Saudi Arabia on December. It's a major event going on. He want all the big names to be there because because the powers to be is gonna invest a lot of money in Saudi Arabia to pretty much bring boxing and a lot of athletic events to Saudi Arabia, which is the Prince. Prince putting up a lot of money to make this thing happen. Now, Tyson Fury, everybody knows Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder for the WBC title for in the second fight. And then also in the third fight. Now, Tyson Fury has been playing around, been playing games with AJ and also, Alexander Usyk. He playing games with Usyk and also and the Joshua. So the first time he played games with him was when him and Deontay Wilder fought him out. Deontay Wilder needed a dance partner at the time. So basically, instead of fighting AJ or either any other opponents like I say Vladimir Klitschko and a couple other names that would have pretty much been a legacy fight for him, he chose Tyson Fury. He chose to bring Tyson Fury back after beating Vladimir Klitschko, for 4 belts. And 3 years later, Tyson Fury was out for a long period of time. Everybody knew Tyson Fury was on drugs, and he brought him back to for his next opponent. He gave Tyson Fury 2 tune-ups before he went and fought Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder had a reputation of being a black leader, so to speak. Speak for the black people and shit like that. So he have this thing about being the next Messiah or whatever you want to call it for African people. So he wanted to be this black conscientious objector. So basically, the LDBC made it, which is plenty of black channels got together, and they was literally protecting black fighters as far as with the PBC. Real boxing fans kind of grew old and tired of them. It was like, hold on, well, I know that you guys know racism it exists. Racism exists. I just with white people with black people too, and Asian people without it. Racism exists. Some nationalities don't like another nationality, which is cool and fine, and I already know. But they used it with their objective. They used it to push a narrative. And Deontay Wilder looked at it and he got big headed and he had a WBC title and heavyweight and pretty much said, well, I feel like, well, I don't have to unify with nobody to be the guy. And Deontay Wilder was not making the money that he wanted to make with PBC because he was listening to Al Heyman. Al Heyman kept him at, I think, about maybe under $1 million to pretty much make it look like, well, he's the dominant champion, and we're going to hand feed you all these guys to build your status up to make it look like that, hey, you just dominant monster, you just destroying everybody. And when somebody comes along and beat the guys that beat other champions and collect belts, which was strap season with AJ with Anthony Joshua, it made Deontay Wilder look bad. A lot of people did not know who Deontay Wilder was until Anthony Joshua got there. When Anthony Joshua beat Charles Martin, Dylan White, Alexander Povetkin, Tony Parker, and others that was in the heavyweight division that really meant something, Deontay Wilder avoided. He felt like, well, I'm gonna be this WBC champion, and damn it, my belt is the most prestigious belt, so all other belts don't matter. The only reason why all the other belts didn't matter because Anthony Joshua got the other belts. So Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fought each other. Played along for so long till Ann Louise beat AJ. Those two guys, laughed at AJ, y'all, you got beat by a little fat Mexican guy, and then he regained his belts in the second fight. So Ann Louise lost. Deontay Wilder talked a lot of trash about him and said, hey, well, no, we both PBC, we could have got those belts and we could have unified because he looked at Ann Louise as an easy win than the Joshua. So when Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder didn't know how to take it. Deontay Wilder looked at Tyson Fury and said, well, you stole from me. You hit me with an egg weight. This not what it's supposed to be. We supposed to, hold on to the belt. Because Tyson Fury was threatening to unify with Anthony Joshua. Unify the belts. Which was not his intentions anyway. So instead of paying Deontay Wilder, because this is what happened, he was going to unify the belts in Saudi Arabia against Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua just beat Pulev, which is IBF mandatory. So Tyson Fury was going to go ahead and unify with him and said, well, there was a Deontay Wilder contract expired. So they stalled Anthony Joshua, which is Bob Arum and also Frank Warren. They stalled him. And then when it was time to fight AJ, they got out the contract. They ain't signed nothing. They got out of it and decided they want to fight Wilder again. So they beat Wilder for the third time. So here we are. The PBC could not afford Deontay Wilder anymore because they're in the red. They lost a lot of money on him because after the ass whooping that Tyson Fury put on him, he ended up Tyson Fury ended up, choosing, I say, Derek DeShore, for the next guy to, pick in terms of, well, I'm going to go ahead and make a 3-fight deal with Derek DeShore, which was stupid because you beaten the guy twice already. So it didn't draw a lot of money. So Usyk beat Anthony Joshua twice, on decision. So when Tyson Fury challenged Usyk and tried to lowball Usyk and said, well, this is going to be a 70-30 split, and he kept making these stupid ass videos, every time you do not answer me, there's a point down, there's a point down every time you don't answer me every other day or this and that. So Usyk said, okay, Greedy Barry. Okay, Greedy Belly, I accept. But you got to take a percentage to go ahead and put it into my people. And, you got to make a donation to my people up in Ukraine because Ukraine is at war. They're trying to rebuild. So Tyson Fury played these little games and said, well, you know what? Fuck, scratch that. Scratch that. I ain't trying to do that. So when everybody found out that Tyson Fury is playing these games like Deontay Wilder used to, to stick with the baton away from Deontay Wilder to Tyson Fury, everybody looking like, damn, better than Deontay Wilder when he had the belt. No, he don't want to unify. He don't want to do anything. He just want to hold up the division and make AJ look like he's this bad guy. And it got to a point that everybody stopped fucking with Tyson. Everybody that don't like Tyson Fury anymore because it's like, okay, dude, this is the third, fourth time you done this shit. You done this shit to Deontay Wilder. You done this shit to Tyson Fury. I mean, well, my bad. You done, but thing, this. Well, I'm saying it like this. This is like the third time he done it in my eyes. Cause I remember Tyson Fury's career before he had a 3-year layoff. He done this shit back when Vladimir Klitschko on the second fight. He got out of this shit. He was like, the second fight, he went around and said, well, I had an ankle injury. Then after the ankle injury, he went around and said, fuck, I retired because he was accused of vandalone. Talking about I ate some wild boar meat and that's how I caught the shit and that's what was in my system. So when they pretty much found out that Tyson Fury was full of shit and he had a court case against him that could have stripped him from his license, could have banned him, could have banned him from the UK, he fucked around and retired and that shit went away. Then the bastard resurfaced to the United States and then played this, well, I got a mental health condition. And everybody believed it, and everybody talking about some, when he fought Deontay Wilder the first time, and so I think he got $3 to $4 million out of it, and then he said, well, I'm gonna go on here, I would donate my whole purse to charity. I was sitting at home like this, that nigga lying. And you ain't gotta be black to be the N-word. That dude lying. That's exactly what I was saying. So he pulled that. And then when and then it was like when Deontay Wilder, ego was so driven to the point that he was like, well, even though the first fight was a draw, a lot of people say Deontay Wilder lost. Because Tyson Fury beat him the most of the rounds in the 12-round fight. He beat him like 9 rounds out of 12 rounds. The only thing that saved Deontay Wilder and let him maintain his belts was the 2 knockdowns in the 12th round. Another was 2 knockdowns, one in the 10th and another one in the 12th. So Tyson Fury got to a point that a lot of fans and a lot of casual fans turned their back on him. Because he was the little boy that cried wolf. Because think about it, he done the shit to Vladimir Klitschko, he done the shit to Deontay Wilder, he done the shit to AJ, he done the shit to Usyk. He's lying, man. You make these dumbass videos to get these likes and all this other stuff when people was like, enough, dude. You don't want to fight nobody. You want to do what the fuck you want to do. But AJ is the guy that you can make the most money with. Just go fight AJ. You should have been fought AJ. And the last 2 fights with Deontay Wilder, y'all lost money. Y'all had 800 pay-per-view buys. The second fight. The third fight, y'all only had 600 pay-per-view buys. That's 200,000 pay-per-view buys lower than the second fight. And then when Deontay Wilder, lost that third fight, and he tried to come back against Alenius, he only had 80,000 pay-per-view buys, which was a huge drop. You turn from 800,000 to 600,000 to back down to 800,000 pay-per-view buys. Not good. Not good. You supposed to be a top dog in boxing, and that's what happened. And Showtime dropped him, and the PBC couldn't afford Deontay Wilder's contract anymore because everybody knows that Paramount Plus is merging with Showtime. They're buying out Showtime, and a lot of PBC, a lot of PBC stronghold is gonna be lost in it. So Deontay Wilder made that trip to the zone. So he ended up talking. He ended up sitting down with Eddie Hearn and the Prince of Saudi Arabia and some very powerful people to make the fight happen for December. You know, Deontay Wilder is still in negotiations with um, Eddie Hearn to make a fight happen with AJ, with Anthony Joshua. Even though that it's still a big fight, even though it kind of lost a lot of steam because those two guys are not champions anymore, but it's still a close fight, still a big fight. But like I said, man, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for listening to me. It's your boy Tommy Hill. Y'all get on with y'all day. I'm getting off.